Today, we are in one of the wealthiest neighbourhoods in Cambodia, exploring a heavily Chinese-invested town with tons of Western landmarks but not another tourist in sight. So join me on the adventure. So would you believe me if I told you we were in Cambodia from what is behind me here? This massive building that's looking like a Washington DC building. Would you believe me if I said we were in Cambodia with this behind me? The good old Eiffel Tower. Would you believe me if this whole area was Cambodia with the big wheel over there, the nice bridge, the modern buildings, the modern architecture here, the nice little river down here with a boat in the actual river. Look at that, a gazebo, dolphin statues, nice music, ducks. Would you believe me guys if this was Cambodia? Well yes it is, because this place is called Phnom Penh, and apparently is one of the richest areas in Phnom Penh. Due to big lucrative investment from Chinese, this place has had a very major glow up, and online a lot of people compare this place to Beverly Hills or Hollywood with the architecture in the surrounding areas outside of the place that we are now called the Euro Park. But I'll show you that area later guys. But yeah, just look around me. Got an Eiffel Tower here just in the middle of Cambodia. You've got a building there which literally looks like the Capitol building in Washington DC. Nice bridge. If you look through the distance though, there's actually a Papa John's. So in this video we're basically just going to be exploring this area of Phnom Penh, a little more undiscovered for the Western tourists, I hope. I've only seen Asian tourists around here so far. Very beautiful area, very, very modern. And have a look at this waterfall here. Nice fountain that's not actually on, but you've got an amazing little waterfall here. I'm sure that's probably man-made, but look at it, it is flowing. So the whole purpose of this Euro Park is basically to demonstrate landmarks either from Europe or the world and put them into one nice area to basically make it look like a more gentrified and posh area. I think that was the Chinese vision behind this area of Phnom Penh. And I think so far they have done a good job. But coming into this place on a tuk-tuk, it was derelict. There was a load of posh cars parked up, but there was nobody around. So I don't know if it's a bit of a ghost town or what it is. But Tegan, what are your first impressions of this place so far?
It's beautiful. It's architecture that's just so traditional for Europe. Like, this building's on every corner in Europe.
And can you believe we're in Cambodia?
I cannot believe we're in Cambodia.
Wow, we've just come to the front of the building, the Grand Hall. It says Euro 2, Euro 3, Euro 1. Just look at that, look how immense it is. Like, why did they spend so much money to build that? Like, that must have cost, you know, in the region of $1 billion plus, surely. And all of these gardens, and they keep it well maintained with all of these sprinklers. It's just, I'm not sure what the long-term vision was. Is it somewhere where they want to build a new city in the future, you know, kind of like Dubai, how they made it man-made? But yeah, it is attracting a lot of Asian tourists, but for the long-term vision, I'm not sure. Look at this beautiful bridge here. This is something you'd see like in Central Park. And you've got a lighthouse, Parisian architecture back there. So nice around here. Just not sure why they've done it. And if you're watching guys, make sure to subscribe. We're currently on 112 subscribers as we speak, and my goal is to get to 1,000. So if you could hit the big red button, that would be great, thank you. And they've literally set up in front of that Grand Hall and this bridge a whole Ford dealership, showing that there's obviously a market for expensive cars, because they're not any old Fords. Look at them, the pickup trucks, the massive saloon cars. So there's clearly a market for the expensive cars. Bentley over there, Build Your Dreams, Lexus, Kias. Around here there's no tuk-tuks and there's no motorbikes. It's all just expensive cars and a whole load of security. And a cheeky little 7-Eleven. Once again behind me we have got a Netherlands windmill. Look at that. Look how cool that is. If we can get up close to it, you might actually be able to get up there, I'm not sure. But why is that here? Why is that here, guys? If you're from Cambodia, or you know about this region due to, you know, your expertise in knowledge of Cambodia, please tell me why this whole region was built. Why did the Chinese and the Cambodian government allow all this and go ahead to fund it all? I'm not really too sure. And on the main streets here, just look at the pillars, look at the grand buildings, how it's all painted perfectly. Little cheeky Papa John's, ignore that. But around here, it's Parisian. I'm getting the Parisian European architecture feel here. The Platinum Euroville area, look, it's security to enter. We had to come through security in the tuk-tuk to get here. Just really bewildered, I really am. I'm not too sure why this is here, especially out of all places, Cambodia. You know, fair enough if it was like on the outskirts of Bangkok or somewhere really big as a mega city, but Phnom Penh I wouldn't class as a mega city. It's the biggest city in Cambodia, but the tourism here isn't the biggest. It's big, but not big enough to justify something like this and the expenditure on basically a city like this or a town, because that's what it is really.
Oh, there's Krispy Kreme over there. Fancy a donut?
Nope. I want to go to the potato corner. No, I'm not in the mood for any of that. Look at this. We've got a bridge here with some nice stairs. Just want to show you guys, because as much as I'm saying like and questioning why this is here, it is very beautiful. And actually it's called Euro Park, right? This is my first reaction to this. So there's a Sydney Opera House there. I'm pretty sure that's the Capitol building in Washington DC, so that's got nothing to do with Europe. However, what has got to do with Europe, and literally looks like Lego to be honest with you, you've got, for my UK viewers, the Big Ben. Look at that. Beautiful. Literally it looks like plastic Lego though, that. And you've got some street vendors down there actually. Buy one, get one free. And a load of tarp. More gardens. They're not letting us go into that area, actually close up to the building. I'm not too sure why. There's a load of security and barriers. Maybe something important's going on. That is actually a little race course track there for kids on these motorbike scooter things. Look, it's quite cool actually. Quite inventive. And it's a nice day now. It's about 34 degrees. Hot, hot, hot. This area here is giving a bit more US architecture vibes. A lot of people online say this place looks like Beverly Hills and Hollywood, which I was going to call the title of this video. You know, like, this is Beverly Hills in Cambodia, but I'm not really getting that impression. I'm getting more just European. But this area, to be fair, does a little bit. It's giving, because I've been to San Francisco and it kind of looks like more Californian buildings. Look, well, speaking of America, Starbucks here. Yeah, I've got all the big chains here, but just not many people actually eating at them, and there's not many tourists at all around here. It's a very fancy place though. Yeah. Oh, hello everyone, I didn't see you though. Do you like my swinging bench? So since we are in an American-inspired area, I thought it was only right that we try two big American products. So we've got here some peanut butter Oreos and some Cheetos, which I'm guessing are just cheese. So let's give them a go. Should we have one each? You have that one. Ooh. I'll have this one. Right. 3, 2, 1. Tastes like an Oreo really. I can't really taste too much peanut butter, can you?
Can't you?
Well, it's got half cream, half peanut butter, I think, actually.
Taste it.
Good.
Good.
Right. Do you want one as well? Or do you want a handful?
Okay.
Let me get a handful.
Agreed. You don't want to.
They're just little sticks, really.
Smell cheesy.
Right, 3, 2, 1. Tastes like a lot like corn, don't they?
I think spicy flavour would be better.
Yeah. They don't really taste so much though, do they? Just like corn sticks.
They're cheesy.
They're alright.
What are you rating these?
I'm rating these 6 out of 10, and these can get an 8 out of 10.
Agreed.
And this is the best drink ever.
There's a picture of Con on that though.
Yeah. Okay, so what are my overall conclusions of the Euro Park here in Phnom Penh? Well, to be honest with you, like I kept saying, I just find it strange why it's located here. As I said, this ginormous building, what's the point of it? You've got 4 security checkpoints here, but the roads are completely empty. Like, we can just freely walk in the road with no issues of cars. I just don't get why there's so much investment for an area that's so derelict, really, and you know why they decided to put it here. But it is nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really nice.
It is really nice. It's random, but it is nice, don't get me wrong. It is very beautiful, just don't know why they strategically decided to put it here. But we'll see if we can go get some food now and have a little wander around this area of Phnom Penh. Correct me if I'm wrong, any Cambodians watching, but are these like private, community gated estates? Because look, we've got one over there and I see a load of parked cars and big houses, and obviously this one, the Star Platinum Rosato, and it's got a gym over there. Yeah, they must be private communities. So strange, just derelict around here. It's just, I'm in the middle of the road, just not a single person, but just a load of fancy houses. This has got to be one of the wealthiest areas of Phnom Penh. Tesla over there as well. This gym is $2.50. What can you do? You've got a swimming pool, steam sauna, weights, towel service. Ooh, $2.50. It might be per day, maybe. Well, that's the one in there actually.
Yeah.
It's the same logo, but maybe the residents get it free or included. I'm not sure. I mean, look, these are the type of houses we're working with. Every single house has gates and walls high enough where you can't see inside, and they always have some sort of fancy car inside. Yeah, look, this house has got Chinese lanterns and writing, so like I keep saying, Chinese investment and a lot of Chinese owners around here probably. I bet half of them probably don't even live here. They just have them as houses, you know, just to live in. Look at that random thing outside their house. So guys, have you ever fancied to bring your kids to a school in Cambodia? Well, I think I found you the perfect one for safety. Southbridge International School of Cambodia. So instead of Cambridge, it's Southbridge. The Royal Group. Should have a little look in. They've got a nice fountain with security. Massive, massive, long driveways, and I'm guessing these are all probably the schools and classes in the building at the end. Ooh, and look at that. One of them golf buggy things. Yeah, we've kind of come out of the posh bit and come more into like a local area, but still getting hints of the wealth and privilege when it comes to the Cambodian society. Because like I said, if you watched my other video, you know, in Ho Chi Minh at Landmark 81, that rich and modern area, it's kind of the same principle around here. So I don't know what it is with me and coming to these areas. We'll need to go to some poorer areas to see what the other side of society live like in Cambodia, because again, this is way above reality, I would assume, for most here in Cambodia, which again is a shame, isn't it? But that's how the world is, unfortunately. There's always the rich and the poor. Massive coconuts over there. Oh yeah, MG. I'm pretty sure that's a British brand. That I've not seen that brand, have you? No. No. Yeah, still loads of, look, Maserati over there. This brand, I'm not sure. Yeah, still not many scooters actually around here. Still all just cars. Yeah, this has got to be the wealthiest neighbourhood in Phnom Penh. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we've come into a Chinese restaurant here, and yeah, the language barrier was shocking, so I didn't film it. But this is the menu here, and I've ordered the biang, which was $3 for a small portion. This means, so this isn't in Cambodian, the Khmer language. This is just pure Mandarin, this place. How are you feeling after that interaction with that man?
I'm excited. I'm sure it'll be nice. As long as there's no meat in it, I'm fine.
Yeah, we should be fine. It's not exactly typical Cambodian food. Yeah, this is the area in here. Pretty local spot, isn't it? There's literally no other Westerners in this whole area. We're the only ones. So the language barrier was beyond difficult with the guy. He even greeted us saying ni hao, which is hello. It wasn't even Cambodian. Let's see what we get. So this is what we've ordered, the biang biang noodles. It says here it's a Chinese noodle originating from the Shanxi cuisine. So otherwise known as the Yupo Kimian in Chinese. Ooh, looks interesting. The pictures look really good though. Look at that. Big, long hand pulled ones. So let's give them a go. So the food has arrived, guys. Look at these noodles, the biang biang noodles. Why do I have so much more chili paste than you, Tegan? But look at the size of the noodles. Oh my god, they're so thick. And it's got vegetables on top, onion, and I think there's some nice little broth at the bottom. Okay, well, no time like the present. Let's give it a go. Ooh. This is gonna burn my mouth. I cannot handle spice. Yeah, you can tell the, oh lordy, the heat has hit me. That was spicy.
Who opted for a drink either, was that?
Oh man. Yeah, I'm done. Guys, I'm done. Oh my god, my throat is like locked up. Oh. I did not know it'd be that spicy. And this is all I've got to work with. I'm gonna have to order a drink if I can. Guys, I can't do spice, and that was the spiciest meal I've ever had in my life. I'm gonna be straight up. That's how much I've left. Tegan's trooping on, but man, I regret that so much. It looks so good in the picture, but the translation and the language barrier, I just did not know how spicy it was gonna be. So this was the shop. If anybody wants anything spicy, it was yeah. Whoa, my stomach is on fire. It's crazy, but yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend to go there if you've not got a strong stomach in terms of spice. But yeah, that's about that really for the video. I think we've explored this area quite well. I wouldn't say that was the local food, that was more the Chinese local food, but I promise it was delicious. Just I am not a spicy person and I can't handle that much spice. I can handle spice, but that was like spice. Like when he brought the dish and put it on the table, it was just covered in chili paste and chili oil. Tegan can handle spice a lot better. But the language barrier was so difficult in there, you just was not understanding, and the guy didn't even speak the Cambodian language and didn't understand Cambodian money. He had everything in dollars, but we've only brought Cambodian real so far. We should probably have some dollars out just in case. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for the daily videos. So this is the type of stuff that you don't see in the videos, guys. When it is pouring down with the rain and we're just sat outside of a 7-Eleven waiting for it to stop. Well, this is awkward.